Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a blessed day. Mine's doing really good. We're warming up. I was done with winter. I'm glad we got some good weather here. But I'll tell you what, one thing about good weather, we'll have 2 days of sunshine and they will just literally spray the heck out of our skies. And then the third day it'll be all gloomy and it'll rain a little bit. And then we'll have 2 more nice days. They'll spray the heck out of us. And then it'll rain again. It seems to be the same procedure. I wish they would just leave the skies alone. Let everything return to normal. So listen, I wanted to make a video because CERN was in the news again the other day. They held a press conference, and these are some of the things that they were divulging. Everyone knows that CERN is that 17-mile Large Hadron Collider that's located on the border between France and Switzerland. And what it is, they just send particles around there at just below the speed of light, and then these particles collide. So anyway, it's situated on an ancient town that's called St. Genis Pouilly. And in the times of the Romans, when this city was built, it was called Apolliacum. So anyway, the town back then in the Roman days, it had a temple dedicated to Apollyon, which of course means the destroyer. And there was a lot of issues for them to be able to build that city there. It took a lot of pull from both the French government and the Swiss government, but they overcame all obstacles and built it there. And the question is, why was that area so important? Why did they have to build it right there? But they did. So anyway, I just think it's very funny that these people have all these ceremonies. They have the goddess Shiva, who's outside of CERN, and that is, of course, their mascot, and that is the god of both destruction and then rebuilding. And they have all these elaborate satanic rituals. A lot of them are held at night, like that one that supposedly had a human sacrifice. Hopefully it didn't, was held at night. And they do all these bizarre dances. If you've never seen it, look up CERN, look up some videos that shows these satanic rituals that they're doing. So anyway, this is what was in the press release the other day. They said that they've actually been able to detect where they're shooting these atoms around this large collider, and they're colliding and they break down into smaller pieces of matter. And they've noticed that some of the small pieces of matter that shoot off disappear. And when they disappear, that means that those particles are going into another dimension. And they actually said during that press release that we now believe we have opened up another dimension. We believe we've opened up a portal into another dimension. And they're hoping that either they can send something through, and this is what they said all nonchalantly. They said, or maybe something will come through from that side. Yeah, buddy, anything that comes through from the other side of that portal, you don't want no part of it. I don't know if you guys remember Stephen Hawking. He said, listen, don't even turn that thing on. You have no idea what you're dealing with. You turn that on, you could open up a whole black hole small enough to suck the whole world into it. But they didn't listen. So anyway, if they do open up that portal, and this is something we don't know. This is something that I just think is very strange. Number one, why they had to build it right there on top of that city dedicated to Apollyon. Why did they have to build it there and go through all that trouble? But they did. And now they're having all kinds of strange ceremonies where it's been said they're trying to open a portal, and now they're saying they actually did. Could this be a fulfillment of Revelation 9, 1-3? We certainly have no way of knowing this. It's just food for thought. Revelation 9:3 says, And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. And to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there rose smoke out of the pit, as smoke out of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth. And unto them was given power, as scorpions of the earth have power. And they will be able to torment men for 5 months. People, is that what CERN's all about, is opening up that portal? So listen to this. This is something else I saw, and I thought right then, if you people are so stupid, you're going to continue after this. There's a station, or excuse me, there's a channel called BP Earthwatch. And this guy was showing how that when CERN went online the other day, and when they said that they believed they opened up that portal, when they did that, it showed that the magnetic field of the earth, the one that protects us from all the rays of the sun, the minute they turned that thing up to full power, when that happened, our magnetic pole shifted right up to that spot where CERN's at, and it distorted the whole thing. And there was a time there for over an hour where we almost had no protection from the sun's rays. Our magnetic shield that shields us from the sun was all distorted, and it was sitting over CERN. People, that just goes to show you that they're in over their head. They're in over their head. So anyway, keep an eye on CERN. Well, I'll tell you what, we don't have to keep an eye on CERN. They open up that bottomless pit, and all those demonic entities come out. People are going to realize right then that they screwed up. So anyway, let's keep an eye on that, see what happens. You know, the minute I saw that, it reminds me of back when we built the first nuclear bomb. You know that when we built the first nuclear bomb, they did not know if that first one, the very first test, they literally didn't know if it would light the whole atmosphere on fire and completely consume and destroy the whole earth. They didn't know that. So what they decide to do? Oh, let's do it anyway. That's what they're doing at CERN. Even though they saw that it distorted our entire magnetic field, and you know, it could open up, like Stephen Hawking said, a black hole. They're like, oh, let's just do it anyway. What the heck? Guys, listen, we are living in the end times. There's no doubt about that. And one of these days, literally, all hell's going to break loose. Anyhow, I just want to give you something to think about. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.